Okay, this anchor used to be like in name is 2 years, but actually only a couple months.
Right.
Because like it just used it and then 4 months, 5 months?
4 or 5 months. She came out at the end of November. Because I was on the inaugural at the end of November in 2019. And of course, everything changed in the middle of March. So, about 4 months.
Yeah, so this ship, everybody can consider is a new ship.
It really is.
Yes. What about the coming one? That used to be the Leonardo class. Right now, it's called the Prima.
So Prima, correct. Prima. So when we were talking about new ships before, we had the Leonardo class, and we've got 6 of the Leonardo class coming out.
Right.
The first one was named just a few months ago, so she is the Prima, and so it is now the Prima class of ships.
Okay.
So the neat thing is with the Prima class is, so the ship that we're on right now is about 4,000 passengers.
Right.
The Prima class, we're actually going slightly smaller. So she's going to be there, though that class of ship is going to be about 3,200 passengers.
Right.
Which is great because it gives us a lot more flexibility in terms of the itineraries.
Okay.
So rather than just the 7-day itineraries like Alaska Caribbean, which are great, but a ship like this is really well suited for that.
Yeah.
By having a slightly smaller ship, we can go way more places. Yeah.
Okay, that's good because like one of the things that you are said in the meeting is it's going to be a game changer for the Prima class.
Yeah.
And like some of the people actually asked this question from our channel is it used like this ship used to be around 170,000, right? Like that one is 140. So as you said, like, it's smaller.
Smaller, less passengers, more of a space ratio, so there's more space for people. But it's I think where we're really going to see the difference is on the itineraries.
About the itinerary. Because a lot of people, they want to explore the world.
Yeah.
Easier.
Well, if you look at just in the first season for the Prima, we're doing itineraries with Reykjavik and with Amsterdam and Southampton and across, and then longer Caribbean itineraries down to Aruba, Curacao, etc. So there's a lot of benefits.
Increase the possibility for visiting port. Some port actually limited the size.
Well, some ports they don't have the facilities for a ship of 4,000.
Okay,
so
that's a really good one. And last question is, when like people right now they are started to think to rebook. And what you think is the most popular for the people that already booked it, or maybe like how's the tactic or strategy that most of the people are interested in?
Well, I mean, what I would say right now is don't look last minute, because what we're finding is, as you know, right now we've got 17 ships in our fleet. With the Prima, that's gonna be 18.
Right.
We're bringing out one ship every 3-4 weeks or so. We're still going to be bringing out ships into 2022. And as we bring out ships, they're not starting at full occupancy. And so what we're seeing right now is there's a lot more demand compared to the supply that we have.
Especially a lot of people having some credit and they want
absolutely, they've got the credit. And also the other thing is, for a lot of us, we haven't been able to travel for 2 years. So the money that we would have normally been spending on travel is just waiting. So what we're seeing is we're seeing a lot of people looking towards the longer, more exotic itineraries. Not just, again, I'm in Toronto. In February, I need to go somewhere warm, so that's fine. But people are looking at, we've got some really Dubai to Cape Town, and just some neat, interesting, different, slightly longer itineraries. The South Pacific, one of the hottest itineraries that we had out of Canada. We have been, so many Canadians are going on some of the Spirit cruises in the South Pacific because, again, people are looking at doing some of the bucket list trips. The places they've always wanted to go.
Bucket list might be have to go first now, rather than just like...
Well, but that's the other thing is people have got the time, they've got the money that they haven't spent over the last few years. They figure we've all gone through this really painful couple years. They want to reward themselves with something that they've always wanted to do.
It's been too long.
It's
been too long. So, it will be enjoying. And hopefully everybody have an idea. Well, bucket list is a good time right now to pick itinerary rather than like something else. Itinerary, go where you want to go because we have been we cannot move for quite a long time already.
Right. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's good. So
well, thank you.
Thank you for your invite and thanks for your interview time. And yeah, hopefully everybody will get a good time and come to Norwegian.
We want to see everybody on the ships again. It's it really is a great experience.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and we having a good time for now. Come try the driving car, like the go-kart.
Oh yes, absolutely,
have to do it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
睇完同 Derek 嘅訪談 ，Norwegian 嘅粉絲咧應該就十分開心啦。如果係關於 Norwegian Enocre 或者係 Norwegian 船隊，仲有咩想知想睇嘅，歡迎留言俾我哋。話唔係下一次訪談嘅問題咧，就係你想知道嘅嘢啦。同埋想睇更多關於今次 Enocre復航嘅視頻咧，記得每日上嚟睇睇啊！